Okay, beekeeping is to a large extent an art form, but there are times in beekeeping when it would be nice to be as quantitative as possible. The honey hefter, this device I hold in my hand, is designed to measure the weight of bee equipment, a hive, a super, and to bring that quantitative measure so that we know a little bit better than just, gee, it's pretty heavy or gee, it's pretty light, how much a hive weighs. It's composed of a very simple torque wrench and a lever arm. And that's all there is to it. And with that, we can measure the weight of a hive. We're going to start out by measuring supers on a hive, and then we'll measure the hive body itself. The reason you might want to do this sort of thing is in the process of supering over the year, you want to know how full the supers are, whether to add a super, how much quantity of honey you're going to make in a particular year. Those you can all get by measuring the weight of a super with the honey hefter. You can also measure the weight of the hive body in the fall to see if you need to feed more, or in the spring. So all in all, it's nice to have a quantitative measure of how much your hive and hive parts weigh. During the honey flow, you're going to want to measure the amount of honey you have in a super or in a stack of supers. So just approach the hive, put your hive tool in between, if you have a queen excluder, in between the queen excluder and the supers, or in between the hive body and the supers. Just wedge the corner of your honey hefter in here. Come over here, lift it the rest of the way, push that honey hefter in, and up she goes. In goes the honey hefter. Break that propolis bond between the queen excluder and the super, let it back down, and measure the weight. That's it. So the important things here are to break it loose, put the corner of the honey hefter in, raise it up, make sure the center of the hive is about where the edge of the honey hefter is, break the propolis from the queen excluder and the hive super, and read it.
On the digital reader. Okay, go ahead.
If you have a digital hive tool, a digital torque wrench rather, then you may need to drop it back down so it resets itself and raise it back up again. That's it. Voila. In the fall, you'd like to measure the amount of weight of the hive body to see if you need to feed. You can do this with or without the entrance reducer in. I'm going to do it now with the entrance reducer in. Again, just push the honey hefter into the opening, give it a little help if it needs it. In this case it doesn't, and up it goes. 19, 18. So very, very light hive. Come in, put in the honey hefter, raise it up to break the propolis, lower it back down, and raise it up half that much, an inch at most, to get your weight. 26.